Do your job and do it well. You hit!
What are these guys doing?
Any last word? want this?
Dude. Hey, man.
Changing mag.
You're a fucking asshole, dude. Loot your kills, not mine, you fucking prick. I hope you go down, man. I'm not rezzing you and I'm stealing all your shit, you fucking loot-hungry piece of shit. He's a fucking scumbag. Keep doing your dumb shit, your stupid ass is gonna die. I hope somebody comes up in here. I hope somebody comes in here so bad. Fucking lays your ass down.
It's our turn.
I don't like your ass one bit. I wish there was enemies in here, man, and they knocked your ass. I needed that gun you snatched out of the dude I killed. You're a scumbag.
Tossing smoke. Cover your ears. Thunder's coming. Launching grenade.
don't know how to tell. How do you tell if it's sold out? I don't want to waste the money on the supplies. Okay, I don't know. I'll leave it that way just in case.
Limits are meant to be conquered!
What the fuck? Oh, it's because I'm in an auction. You offer me for it? Hell no. I'm fucking broke. Yeah. Do you want to touch my ding dong? I know it's only been a few minutes, but my ding dong misses you. It's warm home where it wants to live. It's got so much love to give. My ding dong's inside of you. I don't see nothing wrong with giving you a little dog. I don't see nothing wrong in pumping 4 or 5 minutes long. It's 5 minutes in heaven is better than 4 minutes in heaven.
I'll take care of everything.
It's done. Dust. Dust. What sucks about it, when it's dust and you try to roll it, it all just fucking, when you slide the cigarette through the thing, it all falls out the back, you know? Like as you pull it through, half that shit falls out. It didn't give me any teams. It's probably for the best.
Eliminate the high-value target and get your reward. Excellent, operator. You completed the mission.
I bet you want to check that out. Extract here. Exoskeleton activated. Come on, let's fight!
Babe, if you're hungry, I can probably find something to make you. Let's get it. Let's get it. Squad fail, rank, show gear. Oh, did I take any damage? Didn't take damage. Shit.
I'll take care of everything. High value items here. Exoskeleton activated! Take them all! Let's make it quick.
Bless you, babe. What's up, cowboy? Are you running warfare or operations? Yeah. Uh-huh. So you spent a bunch of money on purple ammo? Yeah. Well, there's set loadouts. Yeah, because you're overpowered. Mhm. Uh, are you on your main screen where it shows you standing, like the start screen? If you go over, uh, you can't upgrade it. If you go to L1, go over to start. Yeah, you're unstashed now. You're on start. If you go down where it says, zero dam on the right, bottom right, and you hit loadout, if you see on the bottom right again, it says gear set. Click on that. On the top left, there's recruit, standard, and elite. You should have some, you can choose from these as set loadouts. They're free. Yeah. Do you have tickets? Yeah. So you can go in with the standard. So any of the, it's, do you know how to start share play? And I'll watch your screen and see what's going on. That way I can tell if you got something on you shouldn't have. Well, it's all right if you figured it out. It's good. Oh, okay. Hey, I'm old too, brother. That's what they say. But us old dogs surprise people. Oh, it's way better. The movement, the shooting, like I love it. The loot system, the way you move shit around, it's a lot. No, I didn't start. If you go to our chat, well, yeah, you did. You did. I'm on it. All right. I see you. That helmet you got, by the way, that purple helmet, no, it doesn't just block view. It covers your ears and you can't hear shit. There's certain helmets, like there's a blue, it's called a dick training helmet, and it enhances audio. Yeah. Well, this helmet you're wearing blinds you and deafens you. Like you can't hear shit wearing that helmet. It covers your ears. Mhm. You go to source. Yeah, I'll tell you all about it. That's for you can sell that. Well, certain things you'll get it again. You know what I mean? Like the advice I got was when you're first starting out, sell everything because money. When the maps get harder, cowboy, you have to pay to go in, like $150,000 to go into the map. There's an entry fee. Yeah, and it also comes to a point where you can't just like how you can buy the parts you don't have. It gets to the point to where you can't buy the parts you have. You have to go actually find the part. But in the beginning, you want to sell everything because you want to get your money up. Because once you start playing ranked, that's where the real points are and shit. Your loadout when you walk in, like it says your gear value at the top of your shit. I think you got $211,000 worth of gear on you. When you go into the other maps, you'll have $5 million worth of gear on you. Yeah, like it gets crazy. When you go in, you'll be like, if you die, you need to get at least like 10 good missions out of one character to pay for that character. But that's what you're doing is what a lot of people do. They do knife runs. They go in with just a knife. They they'll kill the guard, pick up his gun, loot, and get out. But I'm looking for the high tier loot. So I kill teams and steal their loot and then hit the saves and yeah, and also get pissed and tell you to get away. I pet my cat, she's all lovey, she'll like rub her head against me and then I go to like pet her belly and man, she's all over me. Sometimes she likes belly rubs, sometimes she'll attack you. My cat loves the base of her tail. The, uh, Yo, I just saw a thing about cats' tongues and how like there's cartilage. Like the reason their tongues feel like sandpaper, they have like not cartilage. What's the shit that causes? It's similar to cartilage, collagen. Uh, they have collagen like hooks on their tongue that point backwards, so when they lap water, it pulls and it also helps when they lick themselves. It's a comb for cleaning. But the thing that fucked me up the most was their tongue is like that, so they can strip flesh from bone. If they keep licking, it'll go right through the skin down to the bone. Well, they look at tigers, and theirs are really big. Like a tiger can lick you, and it's like somebody hit you with a sandblaster. I got to pet a liger in Florida at Big Cat Habitat, and those things are huge. Mhm. Yeah, the Big Cat Habitat's cool, man. Like that's where that dude was at with Carol Baskins, Tiger, yeah, Tiger King or whatever. But what's funny is when me and my girl went, because it's right there in Sarasota, like Bradenton area, and we went, and there was a worker there. He had two artificial legs riding around on a little mini dirt bike. I was like, man, that ain't good when you're working around big cats and the dude working for you has no legs. It just looked like he was a victim of a tiger attack. I was like, man, I don't know about this. Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's Sarasota. The Ringling Museum is in Sarasota, and it's really nice. Yeah. No, they still do. Hmm. Yeah. Well, also trapeze artist and fucking, like the insurance to perform. Well, what's crazy is Florida. It's not just circus. Like that's where all the carnies live too. Like that travel with these traveling fairs and shit. But I know in high school in Sarasota, the kids can take courses for circus, and they get credits for it. They have a little domed circus arena. It's called Sailor Circus for the kids and the high school kids, and they can learn to do trapeze, tightrope, all that, and they get credit for it, like high school credits to graduate. So, yeah, oh, they definitely do. Yeah, Sarasota's a big circus town. Like that's where all the money came to Sarasota is from Ringling, the Ringling brothers. Uh, Tiptoe through the tulips. The Der Dutchman, Yoders. Yeah, the Der Dutchman is across the street from Yoder's, which is famous for their pressure cooked fried chicken. That shit is good. Sausage. That's one thing I miss about Florida. There's a lot of different kinds of food, man. A lot. Shit, there's Jersey. People from New York and Jersey moved to. They open those shops there. They're just as good, man. How long ago were you in Bradenton? Did you ever go to the bar, the Banana Factory? It's right across the street from the Sarasota airport. You know how the airport sets right on the Bradenton Sarasota line? It's a cool little bar, man. They got live music and shit. Yeah. I didn't fuck with Bradenton too much. I used to go to the beach house on Bradenton Beach, the restaurant. Yeah. The Baha'i Hut. Oh, there's a few of them, man. There's O'Leary's. I would say that's O'Leary's. Is it downtown Sarasota? Is it downtown Sarasota? Is it on Lido or Siesta? I want to say I know you can go to Lido Beach Resort, and they got a big tiki bar out back on the beach. Let me think. On the beach. So you said it's on Lido Beach Resort, like by Lido, Siesta. So like by Tommy Bahamas, and yeah, I used to work there. I was a sous chef there. I know it. I'm sure I know it, but I just can't think of it. I like the one in Venice, Pops. Man, that place is awesome, dude. Like it's off the beaten path. Like it's not all the way in Venice. It's almost in Venice, but you walk through this like trail of mangroves and shit, and you walk through this entryway, and they got like live music and outside bar. There's always dolphins in the. It's right on the water by Venice Beach. Bro, it's so nice, and it's an older crowd. It's not young, stupid fuckers acting ridiculous. Great food, great music, great bar atmosphere. I love that spot. As somebody that lived there and worked there, that's where I would go to get away from the tourists and shit. It's a local spot, you know? Indian Rock's nice. Man, there's salty dogs everywhere. I like going there. They got good Bloody Mary. And they got a great deal on 2 dozen mussels. Yeah. See, Tommy Bahamas, man, they're overpriced like a motherfucker, man. Like for real. That's crazy, you know all these spots, man. Oh yeah. Uh-huh. Mhm. Like a halfway house almost transition. Yeah. Jesus Christ. Damn. How you acted, yeah. 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 What was he at Bird Key? Isn't that that really nice neighborhood right before you go over the bridge? Yeah. Hey, Brian Johnson lives there too. I've talked to him and Thirsty Turtle. But he's the lead singer. You know who Brian Johnson is if you know who Angus is. So, yeah. And he's normal as shit, dude. He drives around in an old beater. Yeah. Hmm. Damn. Really? And that's kind of crazy because he's the one sending dick pics and getting caught sending dick pics to people and shit. Yeah. Yeah. Hmm. Uh, Dude, there's a lot of famous people that live in Sarasota. Pee Wee Herman lived there. Dick Vitale, Jerry Springer before he died. Oprah had a house in Bird Key. Stephen King lives there. His mother lives there. Tom Cruise's mother lives there. That like, there's a lot of money there, bro. I just rolled it. I went to the org. I was dating a girl. I lived in New Jersey for a little bit, and her mother was a Scientologist, and she didn't like me dating her daughter, so she wanted me to go to the org and get some courses at their headquarters in the city in New York. So I take the train up there once a week, and I went up there the first time. Took you to even go in and take the courses that you pay for. You had to take an IQ test and a personality test. So I did that the first day. I went back the second time, and I was running late because my train was running late. So I was like 10 minutes late. I come running in the door. There's a person with a clipboard. Everywhere I fucking went, I was being watched. And they got this rule that, like, if you're hungry or anything, they don't want you taking the course because your hunger distracts you from learning. So I went up to the little snack area and grabbed some like yogurt covered raisins or something, just something to throw in my tummy real quick. And by the time I got down to the person leading the course's desk and was introducing myself and shit and sitting at their desk next to him, I looked on top of his desk and there was little yellow post-it notes with the time and when I arrived, when I came through the door, that I went to the snack bar, that I was eating, and they were all timed, like the time written down. They were like keeping track of me. And I'm paying to be there. It really freaked me out, man. That was the last time I ever went, man. That place is weird. That shit is weird. They're like little spies or something. Mhm. You said the exact thing he didn't want to hear. See, that's the thing they get criticized the most for is L. Ron Hubbard, and he was a science fiction writer. You know what I mean? And then he went on the run for tax evasion, and they never caught him. So that whole religion is based off of a criminal and a science fiction writer. So, like, if you got any common sense about you, you know the whole shit is a pyramid scheme of fraud. It's a farce, you know, and it's just how I don't know. It's damn near. I 100% believe that shit is what they call it, like in Waco. Dude, there's a bunch of them. There's a bunch of them that are famous, but it's a fucking what do they call that? These those groups like in Waco when you join these groups and they're a cult. Yeah, it's a cult for sure. That van was a piece of shit, huh? That's fucked up. Yeah, you didn't mean to, my ass.
Say, say,
Yeah. Mhm. Damn. It's all good. Hey, yeah. They definitely just the one in New York is like the real estate that it sits on is fucking, yeah, they're rich. Tom Cruise probably had something to do with the one in Sarasota. Well, people believe what they want to believe. If it sounds good to them, like flat earthers and all that shit, and like there's like whatever. If there's always a little something that tilts you in the direction of, yeah, I believe in that. So whatever it is, mm-mm. Yeah, basic fucking math. How that you're not going to see that curvature at that short of a distance. It's the camera. Yeah, it's the camera. It's a bubble lens. Yeah. And he still wouldn't believe it. Yeah, I got a buddy like that. He's like, if we'd been to space, don't you think we'd see a satellite pass in front of the moon? I'm like, dude, do you know how small a satellite would be from the human eye, like in between like the moon and you? You'd never be able to, like, what the fuck are you talking about, bro? A satellite's the size of a Volkswagen Bug. And you think you can see that shit miles away in space? You're crazy. Well, everything that falls from space is round. Meteors, asteroids, all that shit is, you know, yeah, sucks. So he was completely off the deep end on conspiracy theories and yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm more out to believe Native Americans because they've talked about the people that live in the mountains and underground for a long time. They also talk about aliens.
Yeah, I've heard all that. Isn't that like the Black Pyramid shit in Antarctica, where like, yeah, well, the ground, yeah, yeah. Well, that's where that whistleblower came out, that where he said he was a helicopter pilot, and they found the egg shaped uh, objects that they say are their vehicles and shit. And they had a picture of in a cave of, it looked like a bathtub with like shit behind it. It looked like, but they said that's where they like sleep or some shit. Like, I don't know, but I know Antarctica, like that oldest map that we have in existence that shows it, and grass and cattle and yeah. And what's crazy is they didn't have, if it was covered in ice the way it is now, it's pretty crazy how they got the shape of the continent correct without the ice. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, so that shit used to be, I think the poles shifted. I think, there was a big event. I think the flood that's spoke about in the Bible and all other religions really happened, and I think everything shifted. You know what I mean? And could be, could be. Yeah, and what's crazy is Atlas is headed right for us. Yeah. Yeah, how it doesn't have a tail and that it's still being reflective. And it's also reflecting, the tail is coming facing towards the sun, which is weird. It's a real shitty close up. And it's in infrared. And it's just, it wasn't just, NASA put two. They put James Webb and what's the other one? The other really good one that sees in infrared. They put both of them on it. What's the one that sits on top of that mountain? It's, yeah. They say it's a mothership. A fake invasion. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, you wouldn't. you wouldn't see color anymore. We'd all be Earthlings. It would make us, you know.
It's just what Putin said was very odd that we've been friends. Did you see the propaganda commercials in Russia with the two kids dancing wearing the American shirt and shit? Well, that's how World War III is going to start. A small proxy war is what's going to set the shit off. I thought Ukraine was going to do it, but it might be this Venezuela shit. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I'm just going to say this. China don't give a shit about their people. Those villages full of people with cancer, and they don't give a fuck about their people. Mm. The children's sweatshops, all that bullshit is real over there, man. If they don't have customers, that's fucked up. Yeah, man. I saw the parachuter parachute into the alligators and get ate up. Faces of Death was the VHS tape you wanted as a kid. When I was a kid, that was a hot item, boy. If you had that, friends wanted to come watch it. I just told somebody about Deep Throat. That was the video I had, and the only way the girl could get off was from sucking dick. Her like clit was in her throat. Man, I can't believe you just said that. I just told a buddy about that movie. Yeah, yeah, well, that adds up because I was 16 jerking off to it, so I don't feel bad. My buddy thought I was so weird and making shit up. I was like, no, I swear, bro, that was the premise of the movie. Her clit was in her throat. It was the only way she could orgasm is from giving head. He's like, that's bullshit. I was like, I swear, and it's a famous ass movie, and I mean famous. And he's like, well, then how come I've never heard of it? I was like, you're young, I guess. I don't know, but it's famous. That's crazy. I didn't know that. Oh, I had it. I had it. He wasn't an uncle, but he was like an uncle. Like he was a really close friend of the family.
when I became, that age, a young man who's like, I needed some dirty magazines and shit. He hooked me up with a bunch of old ass like Playboys and shit from like 1977 and 76. He gave me that movie, and I had like 12, I don't know, years worth of old Playboys in that movie, and that was my jerk off stash. I wish I still had that movie. That's crazy. I didn't know that. Now I feel bad. You know, yeah, it's just now hitting me the implications of owning that video. That's child pornography. To child pornographers, to those people. I'm sure you could sell that 16-year-old girl like professionally shot on film. Like that'd be worth a lot of money to those freaks. Makes sense. That's fucked up. So dudes were lying about their age to go fight in wars, and she's lying about her age to go suck dicks. Yeah, the originals were real. Yeah. Rip him to shreds. Yeah. And then they cut it. Yeah. They did something to the internet, man, because like I used to watch it was years ago, but I used to watch like the videos of the Muslims, the radical Muslims, like tying the homosexuals' hands behind their back and pushing them off of buildings and shit. And then the one on the beach where they line them all up and they all stand behind one of them and slit their throats and cut their heads off. Well, the cartel ones too. There was an uncle and a nephew that they cut in half with chainsaws, and you could watch that whole shit. You could like he cut his uncle in half right in front of him, and it was gruesome as fuck. But now you can only see like them, like a picture frozen of their faces right before it happens, and they don't show the video. Well, the truth is ugly, but it's real. Well, that shit happens out there every fucking day. Your next door neighbor comes out and smiles and waves, "Hey, Bill. Hey, Bob. How you doing? Oh, I got to take the kids to soccer practice." But that motherfucker, you don't know who anybody is. When they're alone, they're a completely different person. Everybody projects a better image when people are around. When they're alone, they're a different person. That's where all the weird shit takes place. That's why I don't like people who smile too much. If you smile too much around me, it makes me think you're hiding something, you're concealing something. Like being normal and going with the flow, but those happy, hey, how's it going? Like those dudes are weird to me. It's it's energy. It's you can pick up on it. Like you probably picked up on it when you were around old boy who killed all those people picking him up hitchhiking. Like certain people give off a vibe that you know, like yeah, something's up with this motherfucker, man. This is trophy case. Yeah, I went to prison in Jersey for 7.5, man, and I've been around a lot of murderers, man. I was around a dude that fucking because I had a 10-year sentence that is max security and that's long term. So I was back there with the lifers and the violent crimes and shit. Well, I committed a violent crime, but they, I did an armed robbery and pistol whipped two dudes and threw them in a dumpster. So that's what I was there for. And but I was with a dude that killed his parents because they wouldn't let him have a party. So he killed them and put them behind the couch and threw the party anyway. And all the kids partied and the parents were dead behind the couch. I was locked up with a dude who killed his entire fucking family, the dog and fish included. And he had been locked up since he did it when he was like fucking 16, 17. And by the time I got there and saw him, he was like 34. But he was pasty white, black hair, black. He looked like fucking weird, bro. But I was in there. I was in Rahway State Prison with the Iceman. You know who that is? He was the guy that did all the hits for the mob and killed people and froze their bodies. And when they found them, they couldn't tell when they had died, how long they had been dead, because he had froze them and he'd throw them in the river and they'd slowly thaw. But yeah, like going to prison changed my life, bro. Like I realized real quick, like I'm surrounded by fucking the worst of the worst, and there wasn't an intelligent conversation to be had. And if there was an intelligent conversation, it was them trying to sway you to join their group or manipulate you in some way. Yeah, yeah. There are innocent people, but yeah, everybody, it's not their fault. Not me. I admitted to my shit. Mhm. Florida will burn your fucking boots, bro. Like, can I hit that? Yeah. Bro, I've seen guards mishandle motherfuckers. Like when they come in and take them out and they got them handcuffed by leg and ram their heads into the doors and shit. Hmm. That's fucked up. I never saw something like that. I saw them like oopsie type shit, you know? And there's no respect for white, like those guards don't respect white inmates either. Mm, was that ad seg? Was that the whole? Yeah. 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 Shit, the white cops where I was, they thought you were the lowest of the low if you were white and locked up. Like, you're disrespectful to white people. You're same. I even turned myself in for old shit. I was in Florida, drove to Kentucky, turned myself in for a charge from like 1996. This was like what, 6, 7 years ago? So, and I went, and there was a state trooper in the police department. And they were all looking at me weird and shit. And I was like, "What?" He's like, "Well, it's not every day someone comes and turns themselves in for something from 1996." And it was like, well, mine wasn't. It wasn't It wasn't an extraditable warrant, but I still didn't like having a warrant in my name. After going through prison and shit, I didn't like. Fuck that. I want a clean name. My buddy Spencer, that I worked with in a bunch of restaurants. My sister knows him. Knows his sister. Fucking. I remember talking to him in a bar one night. He was having girl problems with this chick, and he was asking me because I had had problems with my chick, and he knew about it. And he's like, "How you deal with it and shit?" And I was like, "Man, look, dude, it's out of your control. You know, either the girl loves you or she doesn't. The only thing you can do is be the best dude you can be for you." And like, we were just talking, and like 2 weeks later, man, he stabbed that bitch like 17 times, fucked her corpse, almost killed her dog. Like, it was barely breathing. They saved the dog. Her daughter walked in and found her dead in her apartment. And I knew that dude. He partied. I've done blow with that guy. Fucking, like, my sister used to hang out with him, and like, he just, I don't know. He snapped and murdered that bitch. Yeah, the face that launched 1,000 ships. Athea, isn't that her name? Fucking, I don't know, bro. Women do something to men, man, especially when they know you and they know what buttons to push. They can make you just fucking crazy. Expe- yeah. I thought you were gonna say. I thought you were going to say to not. And the best way to have a relationship is to not have a relationship. Yeah. Well, I think also when you first fall in love, if you ever get your heart broken shit and it keeps happening, you get to a point to where subconsciously you'll never love that same way again. Like, you know what I mean? It's like your innocence is taken from you with it. It's bullshit. And when you see certain behavior too, and you mentally mark it, you're like, yeah, I see what you're up to. And then even talking about it starts a fight, even if you're right. Like, I don't know. And I'm saying that about all my relationships. There's times where I was wrong and I argued even though I was wrong and acted like I was right. You know what I mean? I've done that shit before because nobody wants to be wrong, you know? And I've been in relationships where you just try to say shit worse than what the person said to you. And it just is this ping pong.
We need to send friend requests, and we need to play. This is a lot of looting time burned. Is it red or orange? Yeah, man, them motherfuckers. Well, I got solid orange ones here, and they're that big, and they're fucking scary. It's This gun is good, man. It's steady. You got to send me a friend request. I don't know if you can. Okay. Oh, and when they say, you know, how this map is on easy, they are not fucking lying. Dude, the next map, when you spawn in, people spawn in right next to you. Like on the other side, like you'll spawn on a road next to a little village or a hotspot, and on the other side of that, they're spawning right on the other side of it. So you'll run up in it, and then they're running in at the same time, and it's just immediate conflict. And there's also stem shots you can take that enhance your hearing, where you can hear people up to almost like it's 80 meters away. That's far. And they hear you. They'll pop one. They'll pop a perception stem shot immediately when they come into the map, and they can hear 80 meters away from them. So if you're running, they hear it. You know, they know where you're at immediately. That's what I'm saying. You're gonna have to send me your username because we're not friends on the game. Oh, sweet. I sold that shit. I sold a military satellite for $773,000. Oh, yeah, I need that. Oh, that's so helpful. Holy shit. You got to click on my the little square, my little emblem. Uh, Here, let me put yours in. Let's see. Yeah. Yeah, just invite me to the game and we can join from the lobby. We can send a friend request from the lobby. Just invite me. Yeah, I'm in the lobby. That's weird. Do you have crossplay on or off? On here, I have mine off in here because you don't want to go up against PC players in this shit. They're good. So you said on. That's not it because mine's on too. So. No, I know what it is, man. Hold on. Okay. How do you spell your name? Is it capital K? KOWBOI 00. Yeah, I am. No players found. Come on, Toots. Are you level 1? There, I sent you a friend request. It'll be up in your mailbox in the top right. Or, no, it'll be bottom right. My bad. It'll be under add. Huh? Here, I'll send it again. Watch your screen for it. And friend search. Hold on, I gotta type it in again. Cowboy. Alright, I'm about to send it, alright? I'm sending it right now. Already I already sent it to you. Hold on. Let me see where you're at looking for it. You still got SharePlay going. Alright, no, go down. No, go back. Go back to your main screen. Down here. Click on your friends, like where you go to search for friends, click on that. And then go over here to add. Go to add. And look on the. You don't have a request from me? I just sent it to you. What the fuck? I don't know. That don't make sense. I sent it twice, bro. Yeah. Let me see if I can join you through the chat room. Invite to game. Nope. Send an invite. Start playing the online multiplayer game. What? I'm not in your party. It says I'm already on your list. That's no. Nope. Here, I'm gonna restart. I don't know what's going on.